Mayor Trudy, nice to see you again. And you must be the builder. I've heard you were essential in working with Heidi on the bridge project.
Welcome to Sandrock, Mr. Musa. And that's right, you've really done your homework. Though I shouldn't be surprised, seeing as how you're the most successful man in the world.
Right. Well, let's head over to City Hall. I'd like to meet with the architect and discuss potential plans for the road to Portia on your end.
Oh, sure. Well, actually, we've got enough time. Why don't I show you around a little bit first?
Wouldn't be my first choice of plans, but I wouldn't want to be a discourteous guest either. Please, lead the way.
Splendid. Let me first bring your attention to our lovely new train station, just installed recently by...
Looks solid enough. The rotating star on top is a nice touch. This is your handiwork, I presume?
Yes, thank you. Everyone plays a part around here. That's been key in our recent success.
No man is an island, as they say. Shall we continue?
Of course, sir. After me, please. This here is our game center. Oh,
Yes. I saw the original some time ago. I believe it was a small shack with only one game, and I didn't care for it.
Well, that's all changed since now resident entrepreneur Retore moved to town. She's really turning the place around. Say, there she is now. Let's go say hello. Howdy do there, neighbor. I brought a new pal around. Perhaps you might recognize him?
All right. Well, the promotion I was running ain't running no more. Another thing, stay out of the bathroom. Toilet's clogged. Trudy? Musa? Here? Hi, I'm Game Center, and this is my Katori, and... I'm so sorry.
Oh, shoot. I guess we caught her at a bad time. I could swear she's a real fan of your work.
It's all right. It happens. More often than you think.
I'm sure she'd love to meet you after she gets some air.
Right. Air. Gotta have that. What's next?
Ah, yes. Our next stop is actually what I wanted to show you the most. Our little wood.
That's right. The desert planning. I read about what you're doing in the Retore times. Interesting stuff.
It is, isn't it? Let's just step over here to this yakmel station to your left. Ta-da! Behold the miracle of life. These desert woods that will one day flourish into a full-fledged forest, restoring Sandrock to its former glory and greenness.
Looked bigger in the photo.
Well, yes, this has only been the first step.
I mean, this is, what, a 10th of a league?
Roughly that, yes.
And it took you how long to reach this point? That's right. The major development was in the technological department. Now you're terraforming soil out here? I'll admit I'm not as well read on the subject as perhaps I should be. If I'm being honest, I'm more interested in the logistical benefits the road would provide to my business. I'm afraid I can't really speak to my enthusiasm for such a project at this time. I'll have to come back and take a look for myself. Speak with some of my people back in Retore. Get a better picture of what all this biocrust stuff is really about before I can make an informed decision on how to feel about it.
Of course, of course. You should also meet with our horticulture expert, Zeke. I'm sure he can answer any of the more scientific questions you might have.
Well, furthermore, Trudy, I'm iffy on a few other things too. I don't go in on a project unless I'm 100% on it. Gale, I'm 100% on. In Portia, they're putting their own money up for their end of the project. You lot, well, everyone's heard the rumors. Sandrock's on the decline. And not everyone's convinced desert greenification is possible either. Heard from the council they have trigger bills written, ready to classify dispersed Sandrock citizens as economic migrants. Yeah, you've got yourself a hotshot new builder, and I'm a fan of your architect's work as well. But without good citizens behind the scenes holding everything down, I tend to agree with the naysayers. I need to see that your people are going to stick it out, even if things get hard. Anyway, do you have anything else for me to see?
Yes. This way, please. And last stop on the tour, that there is our super reinforced water tower.
Huh, I take it you had a hand in this as well? Starting to notice a pattern here.
Furthermore, it is completely and utterly 100% bandit-proof.
Right, I'd planned to bring that up as well.
Rest assured, sir, there's really only one bandit out there giving us trouble, and it's only a matter of time before he's been brought to justice. Besides that, there's really only so much one man can do. We've always built back faster than he can hurt us. Isn't that right, Builder?
Best not to underestimate the power of the individual.
Of course. We're not taking things lightly at all. How about a quick pit stop over at the Bluemoon before we meet Heidi? You must be famished after such a long journey. And our little walk.
The Ataran Express dining car happens to offer my favorite breakfast this side of the continent. But they didn't have yakmel milk. For the most part, however, I will say I do like what I've seen so far.
Hey there, Mr. Musa. Glad you could stop in. On behalf of everyone, I'd like to extend a big Sandrock welcome.
Thank you.
All right, boys, hit it.
This one that I definitely didn't write today is called Why Not Just Give Us All Your Money? 1, 2, 3, and
Can't help but get the feeling you lot are trying to butter me up.
Yes, well, it's just that we care so much about our town.
You didn't run the lyrics past me. This is a song about greed.
Easy, partner. Rich guy's watching.
Overcoming greed is one of the core tenets of my Church of the Light beliefs. You made me play a song about it. I ain't playing this.
You ain't.
Fellas, we gotta
Need some help here? Oh my!
Give me that.
Go! Gungam, firefighting sequence! Hold still! Oh!
I'm not robot.
Told you it was no good!
No one Austrian, Churchy!
We've got a code 8 probe in progress. Over.
Noted.
Baby!
What does this button do?
Burgess, no!
Too much light!
Let's never fight again.
I love you, pal.
You all are maniacs.
We...
I'm really terribly sorry, sir. This almost never happens.
Look, the first rule of business is to invest in people. That's what I came here to check out. I'm glad I got to see this side of you all. Saved myself a pretty penny.
Wait, you mean...
I respect the fact that you all have lasted this long, but I can see that y'all are prone to disaster. I see now why people are leaving this town. No matter what short-term success you might have, I just don't see a future. I'm sorry. And look, despite all this, I can still help. I can move you all out to the northern Eufaula, where the Alliance is setting up new settlements with their North Development Plan. They have water up there, unexplored ruins, and grazing grass. I can get you jobs there, safe jobs where you can't possibly harm anybody, or yourselves. Help you get your lives back on the right track. The thought of you folk holding down my central hub? Nah, just not worth the risk. Huh? None of you are excited about that? None of you at all? You have an opportunity right now to move to a place where you're not always fighting an uphill battle. At my expense. Sandrock's end. It's gonna happen, with or without my help. So I suggest you all think on my offer. Hey, old-timer, what about you? It can't possibly be safe for you to be living here. Come with me, we'll set you up with a nice place by the water.
Me? Oh, a kind and generous offer. Your reputation is well deserved. But no, I'm afraid I won't be joining you.
Man, what is it with you people out in this desert? Life doesn't have to be this way. You don't have to struggle and scrape by your entire lives. Yeah, I get that this is your home, but you can have a better home somewhere else.
It's more than that. If I may, Mr. Musa. Some time ago, there was a school a ways down the road. Sandrock was a livelier place then. When all the trees were cut down, the sandstorms got worse. We didn't notice it at first, but... The children were on their way home from school when it struck. An amber claw. The storm reached greedily over us. The skies went black. Martel and I went out looking for them, but Mia, Tang, and Akil, they did not return. They'd have been a bit older than yourself now. We made a promise then. A promise that would save this land. For ourselves, for the people of the desert, for the children, those that will be and those gone, lest their sacrifice be in vain. For a time, I thought I would have to break that promise. But my son, he never gave up hope. And now, with more help from inspired young folk like Trudy, Heidi, the Builder, their discoveries, I believe we have a new hope. I believe in these people. I believe in Sandrock.
I believe in Sandrock.
I believe in Sandrock. Even more now.
Sheesh.
Well, what do you say, Mr. Musa? Will you give us a chance?
Sounds like nothing I say will change your minds. Sure as heck doesn't look like you're going anywhere either. Alright, fine. We'll do things the hard way. I might have judged you all a bit rashly. I'll observe Sandrock for a while longer. One more chance. But I need to see significantly more inspiring behavior.
Oh, that's all I could ask for.
Mr. Musa, before you go, could I trouble you to enlighten us? What exactly is the Northern Development Plan?
Is this really the time?
Answering your question would be the least of my troubles today. Sure, but I'll have to make it quick. It's no secret to anyone that tensions between Duvos and the Free Cities are rising again. Firefights are broken out over the ruins of Orzu and Ethia, which Duvos also claims. We can hope for the best, but we need to prepare for the worst. The short of it is, the Northern Development Plan is an alliance initiative, one meant to beef up our collective defenses in the north bordering the Orzu area, should there ever be hostilities with Duvos again.
A war? Do you honestly think it's going to come to that?
Now, I don't mean to alarm anyone, but Duvos and their ambitions are unambiguous. Many, including myself, believe that they wouldn't stop at Orzu, were Ethia to even concede that. I think their emperor has made that perfectly clear. Still, we are much stronger than before.
Goodness! I thought the plan was just about jobs and stuff. Well, I suppose I'd take Sandrock over war on Borderlands any day of the week.
Don't get me wrong. It is about providing new opportunities for anyone willing to move there. It's just that there's also a strategic dimension to it. Most likely, once we strengthen the North, Duvos will leave us alone for good.
Ah, I see.
Ah, yes. Well, thank you very much for answering Arvio's question and providing such insight into the state of our alliance.
The people have a right to know. Shall we then?
I done wrong. Soon as I heard that rich feller wanted to do an investment on us, two big gold signs appeared in my eyes. I was blind, but now I see.
Happens to the best of us, brother. Now let's throw the sheet music in the fire and never speak of this again.
I'm gonna have to rebuff all this burned wood furniture. This is the worst disaster to ever happen in Sandrock history.
What about the sandstorm that Ma just told us about?
Yeah, I guess I forgot about that. Still top 3 for sure, though.
Don't worry, precious. We're going to get you fixed up soon. Hey! Thank goodness you're here. Can you take a look at the mobile suit? It's a bit shot. I keep a care package with various mobile suit repairing materials on hand for just such an occasion. I need only your tool expertise. Shall we then? Fantastic work! This repair was far quicker than its last. The rate of progress you've maintained since arriving here as a builder is statistically improbable. You should be proud. Now, if you will excuse me.
Thank you. Catch you later.
Didn't expect to change anyone's mind, and just thought someone ought to hear their story. Yeah. So long, partner.
Hey there. Oh. Uh-huh. See ya.
told you.
Crystal's in trouble.
Wait, don't leave. We don't know what to do.
Figure it out. Crystal, what's the... There is no light.
It's normal. Happens at my clinic all the time.
This quack's all fouled up. I want a second opinion.
You're also overreacting. Follow me to the clinic.
Fine.
Could this be Logan's doing?
He's never attacked citizens before.
Guys, I hate to interrupt your meeting, but I can confirm that there's a mysterious green gas rising up from the Valley of Whispers. Do you think this could have anything to do with Pebble's condition?
Burgess, I feel like I already know the answer to this, but did you breathe in any of the fumes? Are you okay?
They smelled like chemicals, ma'am. I'm still a little dizzy, but otherwise okay.
Did we really pick the wrong town to be in? It's just one disaster after another.
I really can't take any more of this, Riri. Sandrock isn't safe for us anymore. Or for our future baby.
Come on, babe. It'll be okay.
First the water tower, now this weird green mist. Riri.
Now, everyone, let's not panic. We are fully aware of the issue. This is not the first time we've been through something like this.
I've been here almost 50 years. I ain't never seen nobody or nothing turn completely green from head to toe. All my yakmel are green, by the way. But I'll go ahead and let y'all finish for airing my concerns. I've been known to ramble.
That is uncharacteristically self-aware. Thank you, Cooper.
I've been working on myself.
Very good. Now, I didn't mean turning green specifically, but it's well documented that there were all sorts of strange old-world buildings under Sandrock. We have been known to encounter dangerous substances from time to time. Rest assured that City Hall is aware of your concerns, and actions will be taken immediately. Dr. Fang is already working on a remedy. Those of you affected, please stay in close correspondence with Dr. Fang. Any medicine or ingredients he requires will be covered by us. Please stay calm, everyone. City Hall will handle this. Builders, Justice, please see me in my office right now. Okay, it looks like we have another major problem on our hands, and this one's already affecting the health of our citizens. We need to act fast. Justice, tell the builders what you know so far.
Sure, ma'am. Unsuur and I already took a look from the edge of the cannon this morning. It seems to be that there's some liquid being leaked out of some old world pipes, and the liquid is turning into this green gas. Now, we weren't able to get any closer because I wasn't about to send us into danger unprepared. But here's a drawing that Unsuur did of the leaky pipes. Should be good enough to come up with a solution, right? Also, I figure since you're a Corps member now, you'll lead the mission. You still got your protective suit, right?
Trudy and I can back you up again. We've still got our suits as well.
Hold up. We can't send both builders and the mayor into the canyon. Not this again. This is, and always has been, a job for the Civil Corps. Ms. Mian, 2 protective suits, please. Put it on the city's tab.
Okay. Trudy?
Yes, he's right. Thank you, Justice. Well, sounds like a plan. Everyone, we'll be depending on you once again.
Yeah. Just doing my job. See what materials you'll need to gather to fix that thing.
I should have your suits by tomorrow morning.
Do you even sleep? Well, okay. We'll swing by early to pick up the suits. Then rendezvous at your place. Sound good? Good. See you all tomorrow then.
Hey, see you around.
Hey, sure. Grace will take care of it. Thanks, Grace. We can always count on you to clean up our messes. Hey, it's no problem, folks. You're the best employee the Bluemoon's ever had. Really, it's no trouble at all. And just wait till you see what we left in the bathroom. Oh! What's the matter? Never seen a grown woman talk to herself before? Yeah, that'd be just wonderful. Obviously you don't need to, but sure. If you see something you can pick up, I'd appreciate it. Thanks. Hey, I really do appreciate it. Obviously, this was an extreme example, but it's always frustrating to deal with people who forget there's an actual human being who has to deal with this stuff. Glad you're one of the good ones. Thanks a lot.
Hello. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Hello. See ya.
Hey, I need your help with something. Remember what you said the other night? That I gotta do more chores and stuff around the ranch? Well, I listened. I've been really knuckling down. I've been working a few days now, and something's giving me a real headache. Well, it ain't my pa for once. Ranch work is a doozy. Milking the yakmel, every day gotta milk 'em by hand. You know how long that takes? I says to Pa, why don't we try make some machine to milk 'em for us? There I am thinking I'm gonna get an atta girl when the old man turns around and calls me lazy. I reckon he's just jealous he ain't thought of it first. Hey, that ain't a bad idea. Alright, I'm gonna go look for some information. See if I can dig up some research or something I can shove in my pa's stupid face. Yeah, I really think this is it. Alright, I'll catch you later. Good talk. Yeah. Wow, thanks.
Come on, babe. We have a life here. I got my 9 to 11:30 gig. You got your organization. We're even renting an apartment.
I really thought we'd grow old here. You know, everything I've done so far is to make Sandrock a better place for our offspring.
Jeez, now you're making me depressed.
Where can we go? Take up that Musa offer?
Wow, wait, are you serious? What, seriously serious? Huh, maybe you shouldn't make rash decisions.
Thank you. See ya.
Thank you. Thank you. Uh-huh. See ya.
And then you said what happened?
Yeah, your Civil Corps rained bullets down on that researcher's robot. Some of their shots hit various plates and dishes, sending food flying everywhere. I really thought they were gonna hurt someone.
That's really rough. Glad you're okay, sir. How is it always that the wildest parties are the ones I can never make it to?
All right, guess we've got a comedian on our hands. Reminds me of my roommate in college, a medical student. Never met an architect with a pendant for gallows humor, though.
Well, I like newspaper comics too. I try not to limit myself.
I can see you've got a sharp mind, Miss Heidi. That bodes well. Tell me about your plans.
Could be the perfect time to invest.
I actually do believe in fate. I believe opportunities arise as a result of what you do.
You said it yourself.
For every action, reaction. I actually...
See ya. I've been talking with Mayor Gale about this for...
When you said we were going to be seeing a lot more green in Sandrock, this is not what I had in mind.
Yes.
Well, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just here to observe. But if you do need any help, I'll tap out a telegram.
I think we'll be able to handle it. The people of Sandrock are strong and resourceful.
I look forward to seeing how you handle the situation.
Thank you. Be seeing ya.
I actually do.
Good morning. I wanted to stop by to see the look on your face. This is your first rain in Sandrock, isn't it? What do you think? Isn't it amazing? Yeah, it is, isn't it? Almost as breathtaking as it is rare. By the by, in honor of this momentous occasion, I'm throwing a celebration tonight down at the Bluemoon around 8 o'clock. Hugo will play music on the stage. Everyone will be there. It's gonna be a ball. There was one more thing. Burgess wanted me to tell you, something about conserve water. No, you already knew that. Oh yeah, that is it. You might want to set out some dew collectors and other containers today. I have a feeling they'll be way more effective than usual. Call it a hunch. All right, I better head off. Getting kind of damp out here. Bluemoon, 8 o'clock. Come hungry. Uh-huh. So long, partner. Welcome, everyone. I want to thank you all for coming together tonight to celebrate what can only be called a miracle. I've lived here in Sandrock my entire life, and in all my rainy days, few as they may be, I never thought I'd see one quite so rainy as this. The skies opened up, and our most precious resource fell down on us in rivers. It was truly humbling to see so much water at once. In true Sandrock fashion, I saw neighbors helping one another to collect as much as they could in every bucket, vase, and container they could find, often working together to gather far more than anyone could alone. As a result, Sandrock has been blessed this day with almost more water than we could store. But more than that, Sandrock has once again shown its people to be generous, clever, and kind to one another. Tonight, Cooper and Hugo are going to entertain us. Grace and I cooked up a feast, so do everyone. All you need to do is kick back, enjoy the tunes, and help yourselves to a meal. Tomorrow, we'll be back to our dry, water-conserving selves. Tonight, we celebrate our good fortune. Not just in the rain, but also our good fortune in having each other. Let's celebrate!
Thanks, I love it!
Hey there!
Hello. Sorry about the mess. It wasn't like this when I left this morning. So yeah, as you can see, there are rocks all over the place. Someone's been moving them around, I guess. Well, I know you only had a chance to look around for like 10 seconds, but who do you think could have done this? One or two. Maybe, but this is a lot of rock to be rolling. If that's the bookcase, I only have my shelf to blame. Captain? No, he swore an oath, to protect and serve. Yeah, he does come by sometimes, but he's not like other cats who jump up on your table and knock stuff over. Only way he'd ever do that is if there was a criminal on your table. Dang, wow. Yeah, maybe a thief came in and ransacked my house, but then realized there was nothing of value to steal and just left. How embarrassing for both of us. It'll be so awkward if we put him in jail and have to see him at work. Actually, it's none of the above. I ran out of space on my rock shelf, so I've just been placing my new ones in random places, starting to look like one of those old people houses we go to investigate when no one's heard from the old people in a long time. And, sorry, got too real there for a sec. Usually with him, it's stacks and stacks of newspapers anyway, not rocks. So yeah, I need your help. I need a new rock shelf. You know, rectangular wooden object with a series of shelves that stack horizontally so as to store and display rocks. Rock shelf. Can you help me build one? Well, yeah. I mean, kind of like a bookshelf, but for storing rocks. I probably won't be putting any books on this thing. Oh, unless it's a book about rocks. You know what? Let's not rule that out. Do you think you could make me a rectangular wooden object with a series of shelves that stack horizontally that is capable of storing and displaying not only rocks, but potentially If need be, books as well? Whew, nice. Thought I might be asking too much of you. Thanks a million. Just go ahead and stick it over there on the wall when it's done. Then I'll come home and be like, oh man, new rock case. Thanks. In addition to accepting my task, you've also given me a lot to think about. Well, see ya.
I mean, I ain't saying no exactly, but...
That's good, Sheriff. Then you'll be over at 7 p.m.?
Now, hold on there. Not exactly no, ain't exactly yes.
That sounds awfully paradoxical, sir.
Not so much of a paradox as it is a vague statement. Forget it. Well, can I bring the builder?
Of course, Sheriff. I'm planning a dinner party tomorrow night. Captain can't make it, but I still want Justice to come. The theme is soup.
Yeah, I hear you. And I ain't saying I don't want to come.
So you do want to come?
Well, I just don't want the builder to miss out, you know? What if they're busy?
Are you busy tomorrow night?
Ah, that's great.
All right, 7 p.m. at my house. You don't have to bring anything, but you can if you want. Just make sure it's smaller than a house.
Been putting this off. He's a good partner, but kinda weirds me out a little. I always wanted to keep our relationship, you know, professional. Yeah, maybe I just ain't taking the time to get to know him. Like, really know him, you know? Though, he's been on the force for some time now. Reckon I probably owe this one to him, huh? And it ain't like I'm trying to avoid it. I just needed some backup. Well, with you there, I reckon it's gonna be fun, actually. It'll be good to get to know the fellow who's always got my six a little better. Anyway, thanks for coming with me. I'll see you there, partner.
Hey, I was at work and I heard someone come in because my house is next door, and I'm glad it's you and not someone else. Whoa. You really pulled all the stops out on this one. Books, rocks, heck, you could just put about anything in there. Let me just collect all my rocks here, and we can take this bad boy for a test display. Cool. Say, do you want to stick around for a bit? I mean, maybe you could help me decide which rocks to put where. Alright, cool. Let me just put on some tunes to set the mood. So, the short of it is, I like to organize the rocks into 3 categories: high, mid, and low tier. The mid tier represents the one I think are alright, and definitely deserve a seat at the table, or a rock shelf. And low tier, well, those rocks I'm not a super fan of, but I'm sure other people like. Let's start with the top. First we got onyx, painite, zinc, and then this one. I don't know what it is. Onyx is dark and mysterious. It's pretty shiny, reflects light, makes you kind of wonder about the universe. Next is painite. Despite the name, it's really got nothing to do with pain. It's just a nice red rock. I've only ever found one before. She said it's super rare, maybe the only one in the world. So I guess you could say this rock is unique. Then there's zinc. Zinc is really useful. It's found in the wirings of our telegraphs, street lamp posts. Why, even the firing pin in our Civil Corps pistols are made of zinc. I'd hate to live in a world without zinc. Last but not least is this one. I had some stuff to say about the other ones, but not this one. Oh well. Ready to choose your favorite? And hey, in case you didn't think the stakes were high enough, despite it already being high tier, why don't we also choose the rock that makes us think of each other? I'll go first. I choose Painite, because it's the best rock, and you're the best rock. There can only be one best rock by definition, and I already said it was you. Okay, now you go. You think I'm as mysterious as Onyx? I don't know. I'm an open book. Ask me anything. Heck, I'll give you better responses than a book ever could. Books can't talk. Nice. They look good up here. High and mighty, wondering what the peasant rocks are up to. Sorry, that was out of line. All rocks are great. Next is mid-tier. We have sulfur, selenite, and coal. Sulfur is toxic. I just like the way it looks. It's slightly toxic to touch, but definitely don't lick this one. It would make you pretty sick. Well, Captain licked it once and got sick. Guess it hasn't been tested on humans yet. I just wouldn't. Next is selenite. Some people call it selenite rose. Couldn't really recommend licking it either. I mean, maybe once or twice is fine. It's pretty much just salt. It'll dissolve if you lick it too much. Then you've got nothing, except maybe a tummy ache. Even if something isn't toxic, it's a good idea to wash it before you lick it. Probably ask first too. Yeah, that's just kind of a good rule for life. If you're ever thinking about licking anything, always ask for permission. Last, but again, not least, is coal. I place coal in the mid-tier because I just kind of like it. I mean, it is kind of an ugly chunk of gunk, only good for being used up, and then when it is, it harms the environment. But on the plus side, it's coal. I'm all picked out, I think. You're gonna have to fly solo from here on out, I think. Which one makes you think of me? Ah, yes, salt. Nature's candy. I'm honored that you would even think to associate me with one of the world's most diligent and memorable condiments. Maybe one day I can work my way up to ketchup, the deputy of condiments. Alright, whew. Finally, we're about ready to wrap things up with low tier. Last and least. Need a minute, or are you ready? Yeah, well, it's pretty much all I do. You'd know a lot about rocks too, if you were me. Alright, final tier. These are what people call regular rocks. Granite, sandstone, marble. Some of them have bits of quartz in them that sparkle in the sunlight. Some of them are quartz. When it comes to squeaking into bottom tier, the main thing I look for here is hustle. What shape is the rock? Does it look like it's a hard worker? Does it look like it started from the bottom and now it's trying to get into the bottom tier? This piece of granite to me looks like a fluffy cloud. The fact that such a hard, sturdy piece of rock could be so fluffy and cute makes me think I can be whatever I want to be. This sandstone, the fact that it's called a sandstone and not a sandrock, despite its location, I can't help but admire its rebellious spirit. This quartz, there are many others like it, but this one's mine. It's the most common crystal in the world. If you don't count feldspar. In some places, it's see-through. In other places, it's milky and not so see-through. Is it hiding secrets? Is it transparent about other things? When light passes through, it creates a rainbow. Even though it's common, its shape is unique, the same way every snowflake is unique. And when it wants to, it can create an amazing display of color. Like just about any crystal, really. That's why quartz is bottom tier. So now I ask, which of these do you think represents us? Sorry, I keep changing the rules of this game and stuff. I kinda just made it up on the spot. Need to work out the bugs. So yeah, which one is us? Yeah, in a weird way, I think it is. Wow, there you have it. That took a lot longer than I expected, but the results speak for themselves. This is probably the best display I've ever seen. Thanks for helping me. Feel free to come and check out the rocks anytime. Door's always open.
See ya.